Well, hello there. How's everybody doing? Me? I just got back from a 3-day trip to Tampa, and one night I got to have a kick-ass dinner at the Hard Rock Casino. We got the ribeye steak. It has the bone in it still, and they carve your initials into the bone so you can take it home as a souvenir. Isn't that cute? And I managed to make it out of there without losing any of my own money, because that is something that I've never been able to get addicted to, is losing money. And yeah, losing money? Yeah, not a fan. But anyway, I would like to expand on last week, because Loretta Lynn was not the only coal miner's daughter. She had a sister that you might have heard of. Her name is Crystal Gayle. And believe it or not, I know a lot of Crystal Gayle songs. I didn't realize that I knew so many of them until I started getting ready to do this show. And I was like, wow. So the reason for that is that when I was growing up, I would spend a long time at my grandmother's house. And we weren't really allowed to listen to the radio because there was rock and roll on it. And rock and roll wasn't really favored in my grandma's house by any of the, grandparents. So all I was able to do was listen to the record collection that was sitting beside the record player. And one of those albums was, you got it, Crystal Gayle. So by the time I was like 6 or 7 years old, I knew the words to like almost every Crystal Gayle song. So let's see how this goes. We'll see if I manage to pull this off.
Everybody thinks I'm crazy, it's going around. The girl is headed for a heartbreak, she's going down. They say I'm always wanting something I can't have. Baby, what about you? Everybody says you really ought to go home. Tell the man that you love him when you're all alone. I don't really think that that's something I can do. Baby, what about you? Sometimes late at night when I'm missing you and I'm calling out your name,
I think that it's already pretty obvious that Loretta Lynn and Crystal Gayle had two completely different styles. There's a couple of reasons for that. One is the fact that Crystal Gayle is 19 years younger than her sister. And, you look at somebody who's 20 years older than you, and they probably would have a different style too. But also because they needed to differentiate from each other. And the producers wanted something different out of Crystal. They expected more. They had higher expectations on her. She had, an advantage having an older sister who was already in the country music scene in Nashville, but it also made things more difficult on her in certain aspects because the expectations were set so high.
half of your life is just not what I'm after. Part of your world is just not what I need. Some of your time is like one glass of water. It just keeps me thirsty for a while. So fill me up to the top. Oh, don't you stop till I'm overflowing. Love is the seed, and babe, I need you to keep it growing stronger every day.
Crystal Gayle was born Brenda Gayle Webb. But at the time, there was already a Brenda that was out on the charts, and that was Brenda Lee, who happens to be one of my favorite Christmas song singers. But anyway, so they wanted her to change her name, and so they were driving down the road, and they passed by a Crystal Burger. And that is where Crystal Gayle's name came from, believe it or not.
Don't know when I've been so blue. Don't know what's come over you. You found someone new, and don't it make my brown eyes blue? I'll be fine when you're gone. I'll just cry all night long. Say it isn't true, and don't it make my...
And there it is, the song that made Crystal Gayle a huge crossover success. Don't It Make My Brown Eyes Blue ended up topping the country and the pop charts that year. All I know is that when I was younger, I thought Crystal Gayle was the most beautiful woman on earth. And obviously a lot of other people did too, because she was voted one of the top 50 most beautiful women on earth.
It's been a long time since you went away. I stop to think of you most every day. With all my heart I'm hoping you're okay. Guess who loves you? Somebody loves you. I couldn't reach you by the US mail. You didn't leave a very easy trail. I tried to telephone to no avail. Guess who loves you? Somebody loves you.
Just for the fun of it, I spent the entire morning scouring the internet trying to find anything, any kind of scandal that involved Crystal Gayle in her entire career. And the woman was clean as a whistle. She did not have anything in the tabloids, in the news, nothing. No drug addiction, no affairs. I mean, wow. How do you make it? Well, you know, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people do. But anyway, so yeah, I really, let's just go on to the next song.
See, the feeling's gone. What happened to the dream we planned our future on? You turn away and try to say what we both know. But baby, I can't let you go away.
So I end this week with my own personal favorite song by Crystal Gayle, I Don't Want to Lose Your Love. And I will leave you with just one little story that I ended up finding out. Right here in the state of Florida, a young man had come down to visit his mother, and he was wanted by the police. He ended up having to try to escape, and he used a tour bus, and it just happened to be Crystal Gayle's tour bus. And so
you know, I guess that just reinforces the idea that we have some pretty stupid criminals here in Florida. Y'all have a very good night.